Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. This is an exciting day, obviously. We've already made the announcement, but we're excited to be here to make the introduction. But as always with these, I want to start with a couple of thank yous. Thank you to Lisa Peterson for chairing the search, Lorraine Davis and Tim Gleason for being a part of that search. And thanks to a lot of our staff, our coaches and staff, really engaged with us in this process. And we have a lot of things to be thankful for. We've got a unique relationship with Nike. We have outstanding facility infrastructure. But probably most importantly, we've got outstanding people. In the way that people engage in these kind of processes tell you how much they care about Oregon athletics, not just about their unit or their sport. And so thanks to those. And then most importantly, thanks to our student athletes who gave us great insight as we started this process and then who were very patient during the process. So we appreciate that. That's not always easy. As we launched our search, I think we've talked with most of you. We're always looking for somebody who fits at Oregon, who shares similar values that we have here in Oregon athletics. And that means a leader who places a strong emphasis on the student athlete experience, because that's what's first and foremost for us. We also wanted somebody who's obviously passionate about the role of college athletics, who's passionate about women's lacrosse, and then always somebody who has a vision for championships, because we want to compete for championships in everything that we do. And it's also nice when you're able to attract people who've experienced success at the absolute highest levels. We had a very thorough process. As we do in many of these, we reach out to leaders in the sport-specific community. In this case, we talked to a lot of lacrosse coaches, and we just kept consistently coming back to one name. And that's not always the case in these processes, but when it happens, it sure is nice. And, of course, that name was Katrina Dowd. And for those of you that have read the bio, it's easy to see why that name keeps coming up. Katrina's obviously an accomplished player. 3 consecutive national championships as a player at Northwestern. She was a 2-time first-team All-American, NCAA tournament most outstanding player, and then set the U.S. record for goals in a World Cup tournament in 2003. So clearly an outstanding player. And she's also been able to transition that success on the field into her coaching experience. She was an assistant coach for 2 national championships, including this very season. And the other great thing about her, she's had outstanding mentors, and she's been associated with some of the best programs in her sport, and thereby some of the greatest coaches. And she's been around programs that have achieved at the absolute highest level. So, obviously you have all that coming in, and then we had the chance to meet Katrina. And true to everything that I've said there, we were blown away. We were blown away because she has a clear vision. And for us, that student-athlete experience was foundational to that vision. She has a strong emphasis on skill development, which is obviously evident in the success she's had as an assistant coach. And one of the unique things that fits so well with us is everybody we talk to sees her as an innovator. And when we had the chance to meet her, she sees herself as an innovator, and herself to making sure that her teams play an exciting brand of lacrosse. So all that, coupled with some things that were very evident when you sit in a room with Katrina. She has incredible passion for her sport. She's a high level of competitiveness and a full commitment to building a championship culture wherever she's been. And everybody that she met with came back with that similar feedback. So obviously we're thrilled about the future of Oregon women's lacrosse under Katrina's leadership. So without further ado, excited to introduce Katrina Dowd.
Well, first off, just like Rob said, I'd like to thank all of you for being here. Specifically Rob Mullins and Lisa Peterson, and the whole search community and the staff members I met with during the interview process. Right when I stepped on campus and all the people I met here, I knew right away this was a place to come and call home and to start building my vision of a championship team and a great program. I knew right away it's a special place. The tradition of excellence athletically here has fit in with a lot of the places I've been, and I'd like to continue my success as a coach at the highest level here. And I think it most importantly comes down to the student athletes and the players, and all the things I've heard have been tremendous, that they're great students, they're great people. And I'm excited to get to meet them, get to know them, and then keep recruiting future Ducks, great players, and people. So I'll open up to you guys for any more questions.
I was going to ask, what was it specifically that made you think this would be the place where you could put those pieces together in the way that you outlined your vision?
I think it's meeting the people, and just the innovative, the success and the innovation, like Rob said, fits exactly who I've been in women's lacrosse. And to be able to have that style of a women's lacrosse coach perfectly align with the style of an athletic department was an opportunity I couldn't pass up. And I think when you find a place that you fit as a person and you fit as a coach, I think success will happen, with a lot of hard work, but pretty easily.
Katrina, obviously you haven't met a lot of the players yet,
Mm-hmm.
so how excited are you to finally start building those relationships and then able to translate that onto the field?
I'm so excited. I hope I get to meet them throughout the summer, whether it's on recruiting fields or back here in Oregon. But I'm excited. This fall ball is going to be great, just to get to know the players and just that whole fall experience. Because it's all about the 29 players we'll have. I think we'll have a lot of fun. I think they're going to be delighted with myself and the coaching staff we bring in, the passion for lacrosse we have. And just, the relationships are the most important, and being able to mentor these student athletes to be great people.
Obviously you've had success, playing and coaching.
Mm-hmm.
How would you describe your coaching style after seeing so many mentors that have helped develop you to the coach that you are?
Yeah, I've had unbelievable mentors in this game, from Kelly Monte-Hiller to Gary Gate and Jenny Levy, have taught me so much, so many different places I've been. It's all, it starts with the student athlete experience and finding competitive players to hone championship habits at practice. That's where it all starts. Skill development is huge. I think when you focus on skill development and you focus on learning the game, you just instill confidence every single day when players know they're learning something new and they're getting better. So just skill development, confidence is something that we focus on at Carolina, at Syracuse, and at Northwestern to take the game to the next level.
What's your sense of the landscape regionally as the transition to the Pac-12 looms, and also nationally? When Rob talks about winning championships, what's the challenge and how realistic a vision is that?
I think it's really realistic. I look at what USC did this year, top 5 program, almost upset one of the national powerhouses in Syracuse. So I think the foundation is there. I think the vision is there for the Pac-12 to be successful and to have a national champion. I definitely see it in the Pac-12's future to be hosting the national championship, and I hope to bring it to Oregon. But it's there. Lacrosse is a national recruiting scene now. It's not just the New York and Maryland. We'll definitely focus on those areas of recruiting, but it's a national sport now, and we'll be all over recruiting, and hopefully we can make a schedule to travel across the country and show our brand of lacrosse.
How do you describe the passion for your sport in some of the places you've been, and then how do you go about creating that in a place where maybe it's not quite as ingrained in the culture?
It's the fastest game on 2 feet is what it's called. So I think when you can play it at a high level, when you can teach the skill, fans want to come out and watch it. It's fast, it's exciting. We're actually having new rule changes to even speed up the game. So I think that, the more we focus on skill development, the better we'll get, and the more fans we'll get. And I think it's a great sport to watch at the highest level, and I think people out here will really take to it. And I hope to do a lot of work in the community, whether it's around Eugene or Portland, just to have a presence in the community, whether it's myself, my assistant coaches, and our players, to help spread this game and to continue that passion we have for it and bring it out west.
Have you had a chance to look at any of the film of the returning players? Any idea what you want to do in terms of X's and O's with this group that may be different from what they've been taught in the past? I
did a little bit. I'll tell you, I think my philosophy is to come in with a clean slate. I think the players will appreciate that and spend a lot of time in fall ball evaluating, teaching. But I've been to a lot of places, and I've been new to a lot of places, and we just come in, and I just want to come in and let them get to know me, who I am as a coach and a player, and then focus on the evaluation as fall ball goes on. I think that a fresh start for everyone will be pretty exciting, and I want to, keep it that way.